Well, we start this episode at the gardens of the school, and you know what that means. Sakura relays the information of the previous episode to Xiaolong and Tomoyo, the same sensing the magic talk with us already knowing that Sakura can sense the cards better than anybody else and all that. Tomoyo then says what I've been saying for weeks now, of how the cards are like upgraded versions of the ʍ cards. Well, at least they acknowledged it, but still. During a coincidental maths class, Sakura thinks over what Tomoyo talked about and pretty much gone over my theories of the upgraded cards. So, lunch, and Sakura and the gang talks about her getting flustered in class, which diverges into Naoko's scripting of her plays. Xiaolong and Yamazaki meets up with them and we get diverged again, with Xiaolong and Yamazaki being charged of the ball sports events and trying to put certain people into which event. And because Yamazaki's here, we get to hear his tall tales again, which isn't, for once, not a tall tale. So, with Sakura, Akio and Tomoyo with no club activities, they all head home, when they stumble across Kaito, who was out shopping. Xiaolong finally gets introduced to Yuna, with Xiaolong making an interesting look at him, like he's suspicious of him. Xiaolong gets in contact with Œrᴉol again and talks about Yuna. Œrᴉol asked for his name, and although Œrᴉol doesn't know this Yuna, the D in his name is something else, which has ties to a powerful magical association. In other words, Yuna is one of them. And we get even more juicy information that Xiaolong facing off with him wouldn't be wise, as Xiaolong uses the same magic as Yuna does. And it looks like Akio moving to Œrᴉol's house wasn't a coincidence, what with the house able to preserve magical power. And lastly is that Sakura's magic is so powerful right now that she's attracting others now. Wow, we got a lot of information just from that conversation alone, reaffirming my suspicions and theories on Akio and Yuna this time. Back to Sakura, with Sakura casually talking to Toya about the dinner he made, as well as Sakura wanting to show Akio her library. Toya leaves for his work, allowing Kido to come out of Sakura's room, for him to talk about Yukito as his texting buddy, and Kido chows down on some cupcakes. But then Sakura starts feeling it again. And you know what that means. Well, costumes first, of course, but a new card. And we get why Tomoyo isn't here, so Kido is subbing in as our camera this time. Yeah, long time since they visited the penguin park. Deja vu? Anyways, this new card just starts flipping everything upside down. However, Sakura sees the card and tries to secure it. But, yeah. Thankfully, Kido saves her and lifts her back up. Kido has a plan. Sakura gets close to the new card and lifts her up, until Sakura uses flight to make it useless for the new card, and Sakura finally secures the new card. The card? Reversal. So the upgraded version of the mirror card? And like the original series with the penguin park, well, yeah, the public kind of finds out about it and Sakura has to flee before trying to repair the park, and yeah, it's on the news. Thankfully, Tomoyo says that no one saw Sakura and that they'll fix it once the news dies down about it. Well, Tomoyo wanted to see Kido's recording, and it's all good until, yeah, an irregularity occurred. And the recording is pretty much busted at this point. And, Tomoyo gets a bit angry at Kido for more recording training, of course. Tomoyo never change. And we end the episode at that. So this episode was actually pretty packed in terms of hinting and theories, especially the conversation of Œriol and Xiaolong, with Yuna and Akio being the prime suspects in all this. And like I said above, only reaffirming my theories about them. The card capture was another blast to the past, the penguin park being upside down being similar to the power episode. This episode was similar and interesting to say the least, all things considered, with the most interesting thing being Œriol and Xiaolong's conversation halfway through this episode, along with more nostalgia from the newest card capture. So overall, a decent and interesting episode. Halfway through the season, 11 episodes left, guys. Next time, Sakura and the Icy Ball Sports Tournament, with Yamazaki and Xiaolong's aforementioned ball sports as the setting. Huh? Wait. Ice?